everyone, I'm Jill Powell and I am here today with the beautiful Christy. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. She filled in for me. This is actually my production guy's wife, so I stole her from the house. And you are here, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And we are doing just a beautiful natural look. You don't wear a ton of makeup every day, but you know, a little bit. And hey, we are going to show her how to do this beautiful look. It's just really light, but it's all cream products. So if you've ever wondered how to utilize cream products, if you're dry and you just feel like you need some hydration or you want it to look really beautiful and natural, check out this video to get this look. Okay, so Christy came in with a little bit of moisturizer, but I'm gonna add a little bit more because you said you're dry, right? A little bit dry right now. Mm-hmm. Cold months were a little dry. So I am actually going to be using the Algenist Pressed Serum. This is the Power Press Serum, and it's like this balm. It's pretty amazing. It's got coconut water and it just like bursts into hydration on your skin. It's amazing. It's great under makeup. And it just gives like a light hydration, but a ton of hydration. And sorry, my hands are really cold. Tighten the pores with my cold hands. But I love it because it basically just melts right into the skin. It's not heavy or greasy, and it absorbs within the first like minute or so. So you're not left with any greasy finish or anything. So your makeup stays on really well underneath it. Actually, on top of it. Makeup goes on top of skincare, people. So I do love it for makeup prep and just honestly all the time. Like it is so luxurious feeling. Does not feel amazing on your skin. And I love Algenist. It's one of my favorite skincare brands. It's a biotechnological firm, I believe, in San Francisco that discovered that algae, this certain kind of algae, had amazing skincare benefits. So everything is derived from this algae, which is why their name is Algenist. And it's really, really effective skincare. So now I'm going to be using the Tatcha Perfect Canvas. It is a primer, the Silk Canvas actually. I knew I was wrong. So Tatcha the Silk Canvas. It is a primer so Tatcha is an amazing brand that basically follows Japanese rituals, and geisha girls would use this type of a primer under their makeup, under the white makeup, and it would look really perfect. So they've kind of recreated it for modern time. It's just, again, really light, really beautiful. Just helps to smooth everything out, makes your makeup stay on longer. But it's just a really, really luxurious, beautiful primer. So I'm just using a little bit on my finger and kind of blending it all over the skin just to give a nice even finish, even texture. Chrissy's got great skin, so she doesn't really need a lot, but I don't want to put too much heavy stuff on her. So you are not going to be seeing some crazy look. We're going to make her look normal and natural and pretty like you do every day. So just using my finger and pressing it in anywhere that I want to smooth, and just make sure that everything goes on nice and smoothly on top. And a lot of the Tatcha products are rice derived. Again, going back to that Japanese culture. So they're really amazing if you haven't tried them out. So I am going to be using the Kogan Do Aqua Foundation. If you haven't tried Kogan Do, it's amazing. Literally, I went really deep on that one. Amazing. I don't know why I did that. But it is honestly so beautiful. It creates such a beautiful texture on the skin. It doesn't look heavy. It looks gorgeous in photos. I use it in photo shoots all the time. So here's one of my little secrets. I'm telling you all, this is one of my secrets. But if you know me, I do multiple colors. So I'm going to grab a few colors. I've got 123, which is a little more neutral. The first one was a little more golden. 213. And then one more that's just a little deeper. This one's one of the older ones, so it's OC3, but it's probably, I don't know what number now. So I've got 3 colors, and I probably actually won't use this deeper one. She looks definitely more in here. She's got definitely more of a golden tone, but I may use a tiny bit to just kind of bring in some color. You know me, I like to cocktail my foundations to create the perfect tone for my clients. And I'm using one of the new Smashbox brushes. This one is actually for, I believe, cream contour. Cream cheek. But I like this small, kind of precise brush. I feel like you can get the makeup exactly where you want it to go on the face. So I'm using a small one. I like it. So on her forehead, I mixed a little bit more of that darker color, and then along her jawline and through the center of her face, I'm going to keep it a little bit lighter. This 213 is pretty much her color. Probably won't even use that 123. That's okay. Maybe a tiny bit. So I'm just going to blend this throughout the center of her face using the same brush. And you'll notice it's a little bit lighter through the center of her face than on her forehead, and I'm doing that on purpose because I want to create dimension. And then just using those circular motions will help to just buff everything into the skin, leaving a really natural finish. You don't wear too much makeup every day, right? Mm-mm. Pretty natural? Mm-hmm. Do you ever use liquid, or are you pretty much like a mineral powder, or what do you do?
Actually, like a BB cream.
A BB cream? Mm-hmm. So you put it on with your hands? Mm-hmm. That's the best way to apply a BB cream, just because the texture of it. So I'm just going back and kind of removing any excess, adding any more where I feel like I need a little more coverage. I'm going to turn you just a little bit this way. And then just bringing it down on the jawline. This matches her neck pretty well, but usually in the center of our neck, we are a little bit lighter. So I do like to give a tiny bit of color there anyways. Look at that. Christy has such great skin. I mean, literally, I didn't even need to do this much, but we're teaching, so you're getting a little bit more than every day. So I think this looks really beautiful. I mean, your skin looks hydrated. It's nice. I might do a tiny bit of concealer under your eyes, and then we'll go into kind of shaping and contouring and a little color and call it a day. Okay, so we're going to be concealing a little bit under the eyes. She doesn't really have darkness, but I want to make sure everything looks perfect. So I went ahead and chose 2 different concealers. One is the Flawless Fusion. Thanks, Laura Mercier, for making it a little tongue twister. Flawless Fusion. Say that 3 times fast. And this color is 2C. I used to have actually 3 different colors, and when I put it on my mom, it looked so good, I gave it to her. And then I put it on another client, it looked so good, so I gave it to them. So I'm only down to 1. I need to go restock my kit with some more Flawless Fusion. So it is more of a pink kind of cool undertone. It definitely has more pink in it. And her skin is definitely more golden, but the pink will help to color correct. So I mixed in a little bit of G Light 1 of the Power Play for Cover FX. And I'm pretty much using the Cover FX for the color, but I want the texture and the finish of the Laura Mercier. It's just so beautiful. It's light. It doesn't settle in any creases. It is literally probably one of the best new concealers out there. So go ahead and look up for me. And I'm using another new brush by Smashbox. Smashbox just sent me some stuff, and I'm so excited. They redid a lot of their brushes, and they're amazing. Here I go singing again. I can't sing. But this is their, I believe their concealer brush. It is, Shadow Intensifier. Well, there you go. I'm using it for concealer. It's basically like a tapered synthetic brush. And the reason why I like it for concealer is because you can apply with the short end and then blend out with the long end. So it just applies like a really beautiful light kind of coat for your concealer. It's nothing too heavy. Did get a little bit too much in that inner corner, sorry. Don't be afraid to use your fingers to press in concealer. I really like to kind of blend the concealer in with your finger into the skin so it looks like nice and light. You can remove any excess so that you don't have creasing. But she doesn't really have any redness around the nose, but a lot of times I would conceal this area as well. And I'm going to leave your eczema alone because actually it looks great with what we've done. So I don't want to put too much product on that because you want to keep it looking nice and light. All right, so now she is perfected in her canvas. So let's go in and create some dimension. I'm going to try this. This is the Tarte, I'm not sure, because it was in my makeup kit and the label has kind of worn off. It's really not that old, I don't think, but I don't know. Anyways, we're going to try it. It's basically like a contour stick. That's what happens. I travel a lot, so my makeup gets kind of thrown around. I probably got this, maybe it's like a year old or so. We'll see. So this is a cream contour stick. I'm just going to give Christy a little bit of color in her cheeks. And I'm using the BH Cosmetics, see this is even wearing off too, number 6 brush. And this is just going to kind of be really small and synthetic, so it's going to give a nice blend, but also keep the color exactly where we want to put it. Okay, I really like this color. It's definitely a little warm, but it kind of creates like a blush effect as well. It's not as like taupe as I usually like my contour. Not that I love it super taupe, but I don't like it super kind of orangey or peachy. So I may go in with something else to kind of create a little more definition. And Christy has a nice petite face, so she doesn't need a lot of contour, a lot of changing, because we don't want to make her look too structured. It's probably the best term I could use. You have such a tiny little face. So I'm going in right under her cheekbone and just kind of drawing out like a line, and then using my brush to create like a nice blend, circular motions, just to give her cheeks a little color and a little contour. I probably did a little more on that side, so we're going to add a little more to this side. That's what happens sometimes. And when you're using creams on the cheeks, it just leaves such a natural, beautiful, kind of healthy, glowy finish. It's great if you have drier skin. Sometimes with oilier skin, you want to set and then use a cream if you're going to use a cream. But on Christy, it just looks super natural and just really like healthy and pretty. So I'm liking it so far. So to continue with kind of the cream and like natural dewy skin look, I am going to show you how to contour with a concealer. So using something liquid based, this one is by Becca. This one actually has a lot of coverage. It's the ultimate coverage. The color, man, she does these so small, is Java. Do you have good eyes? Can you read that?
Java.
It is Java?
Mm-hmm.
You have better eyes than me. Oh, my eyesight's going. Okay, look it, because I'm doing this. So old. It's okay. So we're using the color Java. And as you can see, it's really rich, but we're only going to be using a small amount. So I'm just going to get a tiny bit on the back of my hand, a little bit on my brush, and blend it out. And then we are going to go in and kind of create a little bit of dimension. So look at that. See? And now you have this beautiful natural dimension along her cheeks. And it just complements the Tarte contour stick that we were using because that was a little too kind of peachy, as you can see that color. So now watch, we're just going in with this Java, which doesn't have too much orange to it. It's definitely more on that like deeper kind of golden side. So we're just going to contour her cheek a little bit, create some dimension there. I'm gonna bring a little bit along the top of her forehead. I do like to do this into the hairline a little bit when you're doing it along your cheeks, just to make everything really nice and cohesive. So as you can see, I did not go in directly with this and put it all over her face. That would be too much. Sometimes people do too much and then you have to take it away. It's better to do sheer layers. So I'm getting it on my brush, I'm shearing it out, as you can see, and then I'm going in and doing my sheer layers on the skin. So I'm giving her some color along her forehead, giving her a lot of color because I'm talking. So we're gonna blend it out. But this will help to kind of bring everything in together. And then we can do a little bit around the bottom of her chin just to kind of balance. Did a little too much up here, so we're going to soften that. Everything should be nice and balanced. Okay, so sticking with creams, guys. I love using, when I'm doing cream, I love doing all cream. So I am going to use Galactic Skin Glow in Moonlight. And this side right here, the left side, is so pretty. It's got this like really pretty champagne kind of glow. So I am going to just apply this to the tops of her cheekbones. I'm using my ring finger and just kind of patting it in. And this will just give like a really healthy glow to the skin. You can take this down the center of the nose. I typically don't with a cream, just because the nose can get oily. Even if you're dry, it can get oily, so I just kind of eliminate that. But you can also do the Cupid's bow right here, and I like to keep it really light. And sometimes I do just the center of the chin, just to kind of pull all the radiance together. Okay, so we have foundation, concealer, contour, cream contour, a little bit of concealer for the contour, as well as a shimmery highlight, all cream products. So since we're sticking with the cream thing, let's keep it going. So let's do a cream blush. I have chosen Tarte Fearless Cheek Stain, as well as the Smashbox LA Lights Buildable Lip and Cheek Color Stick Color. The Smashbox is definitely like a deeper kind of plummy mauve-y tone, and the Tarte color is more of like a brighter kind of pinky peach. So I wanted to mix the two because I want something kind of neutral, kind of mauve-y, but not super plum. Shocker, I know I'm gonna mix something, guys. That's what I like to do. So I'm gonna get both colors and kind of tap them and create my color. And then I'm going to go in and apply it on the skin. So mixing the two and creating the color I want, and then going in with my ring finger and applying it. I like to go right on top of the cheekbone. Since she has more of a petite face, I don't want to take up too much of her apple. I don't want to make too small. Just giving a little color right there. And notice I'm not using a brush for this. I like to have my finger kind of press it into the skin. I feel like I have a little bit more control over where the color is going, how much is going on, and just creates that really like lit from within, blushing from within finish. And her skin just looks so like radiant and beautiful. Love it. My pointer finger has no product on it, so I'm just using it to blend. And I'm not moving, I'm just pressing and patting. Really, really light touch, right? I'm just like barely touching. Really, really soft. Okay, so just like that, we are done. I mean, she's got beautiful skin. She didn't really need a lot. She wears natural makeup every day, so this was a fun way to try a lot of cream products. She's a little bit more on the dry side, and we made her look really radiant and healthy. So just to recap, she came in with moisturizer, but we did add that pressed serum by Algenist, and then we went ahead and used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, so like just to create a nice even texture all over her skin, keep her nice and hydrated as well, but also smooth anything. And then we went in with the Kogan Dough Moisture Foundation, the Kogan Dough Aqua Foundation, and used a couple different colors and mixed it to make sure that we created dimension and looked really beautiful on her skin. And then I went in with a cream contour stick from Tarte, just to give her cheeks a little chiseled look, but not too chiseled, just a little dimension. And then I felt that it needed a little bit more taupiness. So that's where I took that Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealer in Java, that really deep tone, and just buffed it in very lightly just to kind of create a little bit more shadow. And we highlighted with the Galactic Moonlight, the cream highlight, and then we went in with 2 different blushes. I mixed it to create the color that I wanted, so the Smashbox stick as well as the Tarte cheek stain. Mixed the 2 colors together, patted them on her cheeks, did a little bit on her lips as well to kind of pull everything together. So she just looks really beautiful, glowy, radiant, healthy, nothing too crazy, nothing too much, but an all-around kind of cream hydrated look. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below what you want to see next. All of the products used in my video are also linked below. And if you want to see more, follow me anywhere at Jill Powell Glam. Thanks again.